The quarter dollar is a United States coin worth 25 cents. It has been produced on and off since 1796 and consistently since 1831. Reverse of the coin depicts a trio of galloping wild stallions, snow-capped mountains and the sun, flanked by flowers. On a ribbon below, the inscription "The Silver State." The designer's initials DE, for Don Everhart, are below right, on the ribbon. The state's name Nevada is around above, under which the date of its admission into the Union, 1864. Around below, the date of issue 2006 and the motto E pluribus unum, out of many, one, signifying unity in diversity. Reverse inscription Nevada 1864 The Silver State 2006 E pluribus unum Mildedge inscription Notes. Authorizing legislation, Public Law 105 to 124. The San Francisco Mint only struck proof coins for collectors, not released into circulation, 2,862,078 in copper-nickel and 1,571,839 in silver. The other two mints issued both circulation coins and satin finish coins for collectors. Their mintages were, Denver Mint, 312,800,000 circulation coins plus 847,361 in satin finish. Philadelphia Mint, 277 million circulation coins plus 847,361 in satin finish. From its inception until 1964, the denomination was issued in silver. It underwent several design changes, including finally the silver Washington quarter, 1932 to 1964, featuring the first president of the United States on the obverse and the American eagle clutching a bunch of arrows on the reverse. Initially meant as a one-year design to commemorate 200 years since the birth of George Washington in 1932, the obverse became the definitive design for the denomination and has been used ever since. The reverse was issued in this form until 1998, after which time the series of state quarters circulating commemoratives started being issued instead. The 50 State Quarters program was a 10-year initiative started to support a new generation of coin collectors, and it became the most successful numismatic program in history, with roughly half of the U.S. population collecting the coins, either in a casual manner or as a serious pursuit. Between 1999 and 2008, the United States Mint issued 5 different state quarters every year, each dedicated to one of the U.S. states, in the order of their entrance into statehood. In order to accommodate the reverse designs better, some of the wording which was previously on the reverse was transferred to the obverse. This was done by Mint sculptor engrave William Cousins, whose initials were added to those of the original designer John Flanagan on the truncation of George Washington's neck. The Nevada quarter is the 36th coin released in the 50 State Quarters program and the first for 2006. It was released on January 31, 2006. Nevada, admitted into the Union on October 31, 1864, themed the coin the Silver State. Nevada state quarter dollars issued in 2006 have now been in circulation for 18 cents. The obverse of the coin shows the portrait of George Washington, the first President of the United States, 1789 to 1797, facing left. He has long hair, tied below the neck with a ribbon. The designer's initials JF, for John Flanagan, are in relief on the neck truncation, followed by those of the engraver, WC, for William Cousins. To the left of the portrait, the inscription Liberty. On 3 lines to the right, the motto In God We Trust. Around above, the legend United States of America. Around below, the value and denomination in words, quarter dollar. The mint mark is a small letter behind George Washington's neck. Mint marks this year are D, P, or S for Denver Mint, Philadelphia Mint or San Francisco Mint respectively. Quarter, that ran from 1932 to 1998, had the date on the obverse, as well as the word Liberty. This design was changed slightly with the introduction of the state quarters, and later the territory quarters and national park quarters. The new design still shows Washington looking left. However, the obverse text now reads, United States of America, Liberty, in God We Trust, quarter dollar. The reverse of this coin depicts a large grizzly bear appearing from the river with a salmon in its mouth. To the right of the menacing bear is the state motto, the Great Land, which comes from the Aleutian word Alyeska. Varieties on the 2008 Alaska State Quarter. This coin, designed by John Flanagan and Charles Vickers, was produced in a silver variety as part of proof sets. There were a total of 1,192,908 silver coins produced for this series. They are composed of 90% silver and 10% copper. The average price of the single silver coin ranges from $5 to $10, depending on the grade. The easy indicator to determine if your coin is silver is by the mint mark. This is where the state name of Alaska was derived. The United States Mint took submissions from the general public on this land, and they had over 850 submissions to grace the front of the coin. This was the 49th coin released in the statehood quarters program. The reverse text of the coin reads, Alaska 1959, the Great Land, 2008, e pluribus unum. All of the statehood quarters were clad, meaning that they were 75 to 80% copper, and the rest was composed of nickel. The core of the coins were solid copper. These coins, however, were produced in silver for special silver-proof sets. The coins minted in included Oklahoma, New Mexico, Arizona, Alaska, and Hawaii. Errors on the 2008 Alaska State Quarter. There are currently no known errors of this coin. If you ever run across anything that looks unusual with the Alaska State Quarter, please contact one of our experts to have the error verified, or send the coin to a professional grading company for their opinion. However, the average circulation state quarter is only worth the face value of 25 cents. These coins can be spent, saved, or taken to the bank. Varieties on the 2008 Alaska State Quarter. This coin, designed by John Flanagan and Charles Vickers, was produced in a silver variety as part of proof sets. There were a total of 1,192,908 silver coins produced for this series. They are composed of 90% silver and 10% copper. The average price of the single silver coin ranges from $5 to $10, depending on the grade. The easy indicator to determine if your coin is silver is by the mint mark. The silver quarters will have an S mint mark, rather than a P or D. In addition to the silver quarters, Late Night TV began selling gold-plated state quarters in an attempt to con viewers into thinking that the coin would be worth a lot more. Unfortunately, the amount of gold that it takes to plate a quarter is very insignificant. And these gold-plated quarters have no value in the collector community. The 2008 Alaska State Quarter from the Denver Mint facility. The reverse of the Alaska Quarter features a grizzly bear emerging from the waters clutching a salmon in its jaw. The coin's design includes the North Star displayed above the inscription, the Great Land, and the inscriptions, Alaska, and 1959. Each coin is in brilliant uncirculated condition. You'll earn 2 reward points with this purchase.